So, here we go. This is our wonderful board. I made this like last night at like 10 minutes. So we've got this, and so let's have a look. So these are our lovely characters so far, and so this one right here, this is our main character Date. He is the best boy. He is a great boy. So Date right here. And he is a detective with a place called Ibis. He is a massive pervert as well. This lovely lady down here, her name, I can't remember her name, but she is a receptionist, and all he refers to her is tits at a desk. So that's a thing. Anyway, so this man here, Date, has been called to a place called Bloom Park. It's a park with a carousel in the middle. Not much to it, except we have found a dead body of this lady right here. Her name is Shoko, and she, as I said, is dead. She's missing her eye. She has no eye, so her eye is missing. Her left eye in particular, no eye. And of course, a bit weird. How has she died? There's no blood. There's nothing. She's just attached to a horse, a carousel horse, which is a pretty weird one. Music's apparently a bit loud. Let me turn that down. There we go. But yes, anyway. So, dead body found on a carousel horse. And our friend up here, who is named Iba. So, normally, this is her normal form, if she's out in the wild. This here is her somnium form. So, somnium is basically your brain. Anything in your brain. So use her powers to work out, trying to figure out what's happened with this murder. While this is happening, we're like, oh, what's this in the middle of the carousel? We have this lovely lady. Her name is Mizuki. She is 12 years old, and she is holding an ice pick. And that ice pick should be in the eye of our friend Shoko here. Hello, Lumi. Hello. So we have Date, we have our dead corpse friend down here, we have our friend Iba, and we have the little girl who's stuck in the carousel in the middle with an ice pick. She goes to hospital. We have our little somnium party in Date's head, and we see Shrimp Iba. So after that's solved, we going through the somnium, we see a dead woman, essentially, someone who's been shot, and this is this lovely lady here. She has been shot in our somnium. We don't know who she is. We don't have no clue. And this is the man who shot her. Again, no clue who he is. We have zero clue. As of yet, we have no clues. Anyway, we go to our boss. This is our boss up here. And she tells us a bunch of information, like Mizuki is now mute. She can't communicate. Yes, it's going to be very confusing. It's very, very confusing. It makes no sense until we finish the game. But yes, we see our boss. She tells us a bunch of information like, shoot, our friend Mizuki here is mute. And we tried to talk to this man. His name is Renju. Renju is an enigma, kind of. Yes, I know this is going to be really confusing, but this is the easiest way to explain for anyone who has not watched up until this point. I promise you. I promise you. This is why it's called Fuwa's Conspiracy Theory. Or Conspiracy Corner. Okay? He is an owner of an entertainment industry, okay? And he basically is also this lady's dad. He is this lady's dad. And also, this lady's ex-wife. So they were married. This is their daughter. So, she has seen her mum died. Her dad's being interviewed. And yeah. We go on our little adventures trying to find out how who's called it in. And we find out this little boy here is the one that called it in. He is a simp for this one. This is an idol named Iris. Iris, Ota, and Mizuki are all friends. And obviously, Ota went with Mizuki to Bloom Park to, basically she got a call. And he ran away and left a 12-year-old child at a murder scene. with her dead mother's corpse. Simple. Okay, so that is how it all starts. Okay, that's the basic of it. Now, Mizuki being new, we have to do her somnium, which her somnium's a bit tricky. It's about Bloom Park. That all gets explained later. We'll get there eventually. Now, to do the sinking stuff, we go to this man. This man is Pewter. We work with him. These two work together. They're all part of the same base, Ibis. This is an inspector. He is our love. He is the love of my life. I love him. So, this is the base of it all. Now, from here, after we've done the sinking with Mizuki, we go on a little adventure. Iris begs to come on our little adventure to see the dead body, though there is no more dead body there. And eventually we go to her home to see this lady. This is Iris's mom. Now, remember what I said. We don't know this lady. This lady was in our somnium, but for some reason, she is Iris's mom. How? Who knows? So, eventually, after we wake up Mizuki, we go see this lady up here. She is an informant named Mama. Now, Mama is a great character. She likes polishing her bonito, and that's the simple of it. And from there, she tells us, hey, there's some dodgy stuff happening with Shoko. Shoko, obviously down here, Mama knows both Renju and Shoko. So, this is how Date becomes friends with both Shoko and Renju. And, you know, there we go. So, we go by Mama's word, go to see this man down here. He is Mafia. His name is Moma. He has a brother named Rohan, and he also has connections to this man up here named Sosajima. Sosajima is a politician. Slimy man. And that's all you need to know about so far. He is a politician who has connections to this man. And that's about it when it comes to these guys so far. Now, we go over here. This lovely lady, she does not like this girl. She is the mother of Ota. This is Ota, obviously. And she thinks Iris is a witch that is hypnotizing her with her music or something. Iris, just to clarify, is an internet idol. Okay, let's put on yeah time. That was very quickly. There we go. But yes, Iris is an internet idol who does like VTube, well not VTubing, but she is a gamer and stuff, and she does her songs and stuff. So from there, basically, we then eventually go on an adventure with Mizuki to find out now Renju is dead, nya. Renju is a dead boy, nya. He is no longer alive and living with us. He is very much dead. He is hung from the rafters of a maid cafe he owns. And we are going to thingy him out. He is no longer alive. We don't need him anymore. But he is an owner of the maid cafe, yeah, as well as an entertainment industry. And we see him hanging from the rafters with a hook through his mouth, yeah. And so now Mizuki has seen both her parents dead. Wonderful, yeah. So, going from there, we're like, who the hell could have done that? We find out information that Iris had met Renju on the night that he had died, nya. And from there, she had been driving his car, nya. And we're like, what? So we take her in, yeah, and we do her somnium. Her somnium is a bit like, oh god, this is not what a young girl should have in her somnium, yeah. It shows a lot of dodgy stuff, yeah. So then we what is it? We try and do the interview thingy. Ota will we go see Ota. He knocks us out, yeah, and she is now Iris and Ota run away, yeah, before Iris is kidnapped by this polar bear. This polar bear is evil, yeah. This polar bear has put Iris onto a machine that is an ice cutter and decides to cut her in half with her eye removed, yeah. Also, Renju also had his eye removed. Everyone gets their left eye removed, yeah, if you're a victim of this. But yes, this polar bear is kind of trying to kill Iris, yeah. And Ota here is trying to fight the polar bear, yeah. And so eventually, Ota is put in hospital for being stabbed, yeah. And we go into his Somnium, where he is a hero. He is like a Power Ranger, yeah. Yes, Sentai. And yeah, that's where we're at. That is the basic plot. Now, this may look all confusing, but I promise it makes sense. Yes, yeah. But there we go. That is the kind of basic law of I so far. Yeah, it's not easy to explain, as you could see, yeah. I hope you enjoyed my one-on-one explanation of what happened in Anya. Anyway, should we go on with the game? I think that's the only thing I can really explain or tell you about I currently, because it's so convoluted and makes no sense yet until you have seen the full thing. Yeah, it's 5 endings and you have to do the whole other endings before you get the bad and the good ending, yeah. I'm sorry if you're more confused than ever. I promise. I promise it's not that bad, yeah. Let's cut out the Somnium music now. We don't need that anymore, yeah. But yeah, this is why if I just threw you all dead head first into the game, you'd be even more confused than ever, yeah. That's all I can really say.